Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I wanted to share with you my experience about getting a Nigerian visa. The reason I needed a Nigerian visa was I was going to Nigeria, I was going for a wedding, and I do not hold an African passport. And I was born in Zimbabwe, but the time I got my British passport, they said you can't have dual nationality. But I know a few people that now do, so I will be looking into that because I want my African passport back. I was so nervous, and everybody was telling me to expect the worst. So I'm not gonna lie, I think Nigerians have no faith in their system, so much that it will get you so nervous. But I will say, spoiler alert, it wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. So actually what I will say is, if you follow to the T what they have stated on their website, which is what I did or had to or fixed, because I made some errors through the process and I'll share with you that, things actually worked, which is usually most Nigerians' frustration is the system doesn't work. When I was telling my friends, my experience, what they said is they think the reason why it works so well is because actually the visa side is handled by an external company. And actually when you're going for your visa, you will not go to the Nigerian embassy. You're going to go to an office, an OIS, Online Integrated Solutions office in Fleet Street in London. It's not the Nigerian embassy. So they say that's probably why it's like working. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a walk through my journey and a walk through the things you need. So yeah, let's get into it. I think let's start with what matters the most, the cost, because it's not cheap. I think it's not cheap. For the visa, I got a single entry visitor's visa, not a tourist visa, but a visitor's visa. So with that, I paid $144 at the time. This is 2023, September, October time. $144 for the visa itself once I'd completed everything on the website. Once I'd done that, I was then given access to the OIS portal to log in there and make a payment, and then you can book an appointment. So upon trying to make a payment on the Nigerian embassy website, it wasn't working. And then I realized it wasn't working because of autofill. I was looking to resort to getting a lawyer or getting a company to do it for me, because there are companies that can process it for you, but honestly you don't need to. Hopefully this video helps, and also just follow everything that they're asking for. Don't do it last minute like I did. Don't do it last minute. Literally I was trying for days, as in I thought, okay, let me try at midnight, okay, let me try on a weekday, okay, maybe it's not working because it's a weekend. Literally I thought of everything, and now I was desperate because I needed my passport because I was traveling the next week, out in a week and a half. That was the pressure. Obviously they take your passport to put the visa in your passport, but I needed the passport because I was traveling much earlier than I actually needed the visa for. Anyway, long and short, do not autofill. The website doesn't like it. That's why I was having issues. Once I got over that, I was given a reference number that I could now use on the OIS website to book an actual day for my appointment. Now, eager beaver me, I thought, okay, I'll book an appointment. The earliest I had was 12, because on the website it says any application processed after 12 will be sent to the immigration office the next day. I was trying to catch some days because I was desperate. I was doing things last minute, so yeah. I thought I arrived earlier than my appointment time, and of course they turned me away. The security is like, they are harsh. They're just ready to fight. There's zero tolerance. It's not friendly at all. They ask you questions like, what, do you have your form? Let's see it. They're like the first checkpoint before you go in. Do you have an appointment? Let's see it. Do you have your paperwork? Let's see it. I think I asked a question about the expedited or the express service, and he was like, don't bother. Something like, don't bother because, they'll do whatever they want anyway. Something about that bothered me. It's like, it's none of your business. Don't comment. Like, I don't know. It bothered me. I didn't like it. For me, my experience was, they said they wanted passport photos. For whatever reason, I didn't have my passport photos. So something I had wasn't acceptable. I can't remember. So I had to leave and go and get my photo taken at the Snappy Snap next door. There's one conveniently right next door. And they were £20. They weren't cheap. So photos, £20. I think it was like almost £30 by the time there's something that they add. But the cool thing is they give you a little code, they email it to you to have a digital copy, and you can, but then these guys say the photos you present can't be older than 6 months. I don't know how strict that is, but yeah. Another cost, since we're on cost, you will pay a £70 postal order to the embassy. Basically, you pay £70 for an envelope. Now, I went out of that office place 3 times. The first time I was sent away because I was too early, so I went to a coffee place, came back, and then I was sent away to go and sort out my photo. I came back, I didn't have to queue, and then I was sent away to go and do the postal order at the post office, because part of the list is you need to have an envelope that they will post your passport back in. So little old me went and got, literally, I went and bought an envelope. I don't know, I thought they wanted an envelope. I had amongst my paperwork this envelope. Silly me, what they want is a special delivery Royal Mail prepaid envelope, which you go and buy. I cannot remember what was £70. I can't remember if it was that envelope or if it was just, I don't know, you have to pay £70 to the Nigerian Commission Office. I can't remember. Because also on my application form, there's a £20 receipt attached, and I can't remember what that is for, but £70 will leave your account, £20 will leave your account, $144, depending if it doesn't change, will leave your account. I would say basically budget about £300 if you're trying to get a visa. By the time you calculate your petrol, transport and everything, basically budget £300. What I will say is the processing time was true. Like, I paid for expedited service because, yeah, your girl was running thin on time. So it arrived on the 6th working day, so it arrived on a Saturday. And yeah, they just posted it through the letterbox, which was my passport with the visa in it. On the Nigerian immigration website, it does have a little tracking thing, and you can see the steps, like where you're at in the process. But it doesn't tell you whether your visa has been rejected or accepted. I'm guessing that the people at the visa office, they're there to check to make sure obviously it doesn't get rejected. So most likely, unless there's something wrong in your background checks, most likely you will get accepted, but the outcome is not presented on the statuses online, basically, that you can track. Whatever you do, don't try and cut corners. Just do exactly as they have asked, because otherwise, yes, you will have issues. I remember when I was there, a lady got turned away because her daughter had completed the application form for her. For whatever reason, the daughter put her own passport number, so she now had to go away and cancel and rebook her appointment day. It was all quite sad. But what I'm trying to say is, have your shit together. Like, I'm not saying she didn't, because she was elderly and all, but make sure you triple check, double check, triple check, double check. I literally had like 7 Polly Pockets by the time I was there, because I didn't want to get there and be confused, and I didn't want to get there and realize I forgot something. So for my own sanity, I put everything in Polly Pockets, and when I gave it to them in those Polly Pockets. Anyway, so here is what you'll need to take with you. Your passport, your biometrics card, if that's your thing, if that's what you've got. You will need photographs. You will need the visa application form. So the application form you completed online, you would need to print it. Print the acknowledgement slip that you get from the OIS website. Print the visa payment slip. Print the full application form and sign it and date it. Print it. Don't go there and tell them stories. I'm telling you, print it. Letter of invitation. Again, make sure it is clear. Make sure it is how they have said it. They are very clear on how they want it. they want the full name, the contact details, and the address of the person. Make sure it matches that person. Like, be very thorough. Make sure it matches that person's ID, because they also want the host's passport photo picture, basically. Picture of it, not the actual ID, not the actual passport. They want a copy of it. And also they want proof of invitation. Like I said, I was going for a wedding, so obviously in the letter of invitation it details the duration, the reason for the trip, and a personal statement with accepting financial responsibility. Anyway, it's all there. I'll list it in the description so you can read and just do it. Just do it. So if you don't stress, just do it. You're gonna need the actual invitation, as in, like, you're gonna need the actual wedding invitation, you know. You're gonna need to go with it to the appointment, and because that was stated for me as the reason for the invite, so I had to actually take that with me. Okay, travel confirmation. You do need your flight ticket. You cannot do the visa without your flight ticket. So a copy of confirmed hotel reservation. Now, I didn't have this. My letter confirmed that I'll be staying with the host, so at the time I didn't need to present this. Okay, proof of host immigration. So the applicant must provide a copy of the information page of their host person or sponsor's valid passport. So make sure you do that. You need a cover letter addressed to the embassy, includes the reason for your trip, includes the duration of your trip, and includes the dates you are leaving, coming into the country and leaving. You need to have proof of employment, but I didn't present this. I just presented a bank statement. The bank statement needed to show a minimum. At the time, I was told it needs to show a minimum of £900. But I've read a couple of places that are saying £500. I don't know. Just make sure you have money, at least £1,000 in your account in the statement that you show them. And it needs to be within 1 month. Like, it can't be a 3-month-old statement. It needs to be like a very recent statement. I think all I'll emphasize is follow what they ask for. Don't try cut corners. Don't try challenge. Don't just follow what they're asking for to the T. And don't leave things last minute. Make sure you have ample time. You can only book an appointment maximum, I think they said 3 months before the time of travel. Something like, I think. If I'm wrong, I'll correct on the screen. When you're going in, it can only be the person who needs the visa. You can't bring your friends. I remember when the passport came, the way I ripped that envelope out of excitement, because I wasn't sure have I got the visa or not. I was really anxious. When I got it, I was on the phone to my friend screaming. I was so happy. Like, you would think, I don't know, you think it's something else, but it was a Nigerian visa. But that said, when I got there, I had a good time in Nigeria. It was worth every hustle. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. If I've missed anything, any itch that you still have, comment in the comment section, and we can build a little community and answer each other's questions and stuff. I'm gonna do another video about getting a Ghanaian visa. That was also another pressure because I needed my passport to do the Ghanaian visa. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for staying to the end. I hope this has been helpful. See ya.